I made an appointment with a psychiatrist tomorrow, because I honestly think I've lost it. This is my story, it's quite long, so bear with me. Just recently become 20 years old. Want to do something fun for birthday? Invite 3 friends to go urban X and haunt hunting with me in the Czech Republic. 2 destinations are abandoned underground facilities from the Second World War. One destination is a supposedly haunted hill. Another destination is a long tunnel, just beneath the ground, which supposedly abruptly ends. Still don't know where that one's supposed to be. You're catching my drift, I think. We had a lot planned. Group consists of me, a hipster, a comic nerd and a rich guy. Be yesterday evening. Hang out in the house of rich guy, check. Smoke some weed and watch Ace Ventura. Decide to take a look at local forest while stoned. Meet some random dude in front of the forest. His English is pretty decent, I'd say even better than mine. He's pretty young, says he's there quite often. Says he used to do videos there. We don't really know him, but he seems like an alright person, plus we might need someone who knows the area, so we ask him to chill with us in the forest. He takes a long look into the forest. Listen, I am not letting you enter that forest. We are confused, asking him whether he's the forest keeper or something. He completely avoids eye contact with us, staring into the forest. Nerd starts grinning and shouts creepypasta time. With a melodic voice. Some of us laugh. Forest dude is visibly annoyed, he mocks our laughter and tells us to fuck off. Rich Anon is getting upset, hipster Anon too. Forest dude's eyes are trailing something in the forest in short bursts of movement. Without looking away from the forest, he says. Creepypasta? Okay. So you are like into creepy stuff, right? I was too. He licks his lips and cowers a little as if he was trying to look beneath something. Nerd Anon is now joking about me having planned all of this. Forest bro is fucking pissed, his entire body language is saying I'm prepared to fight you. Fists clenched and feet wide apart, he finally turns towards us. 2 options, you leave, or I make you leave. We mock Forest dude a little, but we turn around. Suddenly Rich Anon turns towards the forest again and starts sprinting inside. Instinctively we follow him. Because we are a bunch of retards, we make bird noises while running past Forest dude who desperately tries to catch one of us. Forest dude stops chasing right after the first tree. He's crying now, hysterical, begging us not to go inside. He's offering us money, his car, and some inaudible things. At this point we really think he's gone nuts. After about 20 minutes of walking, hipster Anon sits down on a large rock. We sit around him, starting to roll new joints. Talking about a restaurant where you can get an entire menu for like €8 and it's fucking delicious. Nerd Anon stares at his half-rolled joint. Dudes, I'm out, not smoking anymore. Total paranoia. He passes his weed on, but we don't really bother asking him what's wrong since he always was kinda weird. We toke up and continue north. Sorry for breaking the story, I should have fucking listened to that forest dude. We find a half-rotten, half-gnawed boar carcass. Nerd Anon is freaking out, begging us to leave, claims he knows his shit, claims there is no animal in these forests able to kill a boar. Getting a bad feeling as well, suggest we head back. Hipster Anon says we should look for mushrooms on the way out, the normal ones. We spread out a little and look for mushrooms. Surprisingly there are none. I get a little bit distracted by a weird stump and get separated off of the group. As we get back together, it seems that Nerd Anon cheered up a bit, at least he's not frightened anymore. We make our way back. Rich guy laughs loudly as he sees that forest dude is still in front of the forest. Forest dude is anxiously walking up and down, no trace of him being angry at us, just frightened or worried or something. We decide to apologize to him and offer him a beer. As we walk out of the forest, he's relieved at first. Until he sees Nerd Anon. His eyes widen and you could see how his breath stopped for a moment as he turned pale. He suddenly smiles and accepts our offer. On the way, we're talking about nothing in particular. Forest dude turns to Nerd Anon and asks him, how long Rich Anon has lived up there, nodding towards Rich Anon's house. Nerd Anon says he doesn't know. We all remember the fucked up night we had as we had a goodbye, Rich Anon party in his house, since he was leaving our country to live back in the Czech Republic. Think that Nerd Anon probably smoked too much so he doesn't remember it. Forest dude cautiously looks at each one of us, as if he's expecting some sort of reaction. Fast forward a few minutes. We're in a hospoda, a bar/restaurant, now. Locals make comments about Forest dude which I don't understand, he's annoyed by them. We start drinking beer and metaxa, only Nerd Anon is drinking water. Forest dude suggests we play a round of darts. All but Nerd Anon agree, he wants to read something, plus he's not feeling too well. We start playing darts, Forest dude sucks and talk feels extremely forced. He suddenly tells us that he's getting a new round of beer. After he's taking too long, I decide to follow him. He's standing at the bar, occasionally peeping towards Nerd Anon. I confront him, but he just puts his arm around me and draws me in close, while raising his finger to his lips, signaling me to be quiet. I give him the benefit of the doubt. I will say what I have to say, please listen carefully. After that, do with me what you want. I gave your friend gold dust. My father is a goldsmith. Watch your friend. I try to inconspicuously peep over to Nerd Anon. The skin on his neck is bumpy, as if there was something beneath it, from the looks of it wrinkled skin or maybe feathers. I look back at Forest dude and he just nods at me as if he was trying to say told you so. I'm fed up with all of this, so I ask the bartender for a pack of smokes and ask Forest dude if he wants to smoke one with me outside, catch some fresh air. Forest dude understands this is a cover for me to talk to him alone and loudly accepts the offer. Outside, it's night already. Don't expect answers, I don't have any. Starts Forest dude. Before I can say anything he continues. I have no idea where it came from, how many there are, or whether it is my fault or not. They are allergic to gold dust, that's all I can say for sure. I laugh a bit, dizzy from booze and weed, and ask whether he's trying to pull an ex-prank on me. He starts rambling about some rituals he did in the woods and that he started noticing weird things in his videos, and I don't really remember what else. He was confused and very upset. There's no commotion. He said we should get inside, see what's going on. We walk in, but only Hipster Anon is sitting at the table, Nerd Anon and Rich Anon nowhere to be seen. We casually ask where they are. Hipster Anon says that Nerd Anon wasn't feeling well, so he went out in the back. We keep on drinking, and I'm really drunk at this point. Rich Anon and Nerd Anon walk in. Nerd Anon is exchanging mean looks with Forest dude. The rest of the evening is a foggy mess and not really noteworthy. Forest dude left us after a while and we stumbled home. I wake up a little earlier than usual due to having to take a massive piss. Walk downstairs. Notice Rich Anon taking off his soaking wet hoodie and Nerd Anon putting away 2 pairs of shoes, covered in mud. Ask them where they were. They say, they were just taking a walk. Be suspicious about them and try to do what Forest dude did earlier. What a shame we agreed not to visit the underground facilities, I'd love to see them. They both say they don't want to. Starting to get really uncomfortable. Lock the door to my room and sleep until noon. Someone knocks at my door. It's Rich Anon. Says they all want to check out the forest again. Still confused and tired, I follow him out of the house. All three of my friends and even Forest Dude are standing there, all of them in a cheerful mood. They start talking about the neat stone on which one of them sat the day before, and how much fun it'll be. Forest Dude smiles. Let's go, he says. I thought you didn't want anyone to walk into the forest? He laughs and says that he had a bad day. We should totally take a walk in the forest today. I suggest we have a small breakfast first. Rush up to Rich Anon's room and take 2 gold rings into his father's workshop. Manage to get some gold dust. At this point I'm too scared and confused to think rationally. All of them are just drinking water, while I'm having boiled eggs. I ask them if they want some of the ham we bought yesterday. They all agree. I sprinkle the gold dust on it as I'm putting it on a dish. They start devouring it like crazy, giving me an occasional, seductive glance. Their skin is bumpy. Their teeth are sharp. As they continue munching on the ham, I notice small parts of their fingers sticking to the table and to whatever else they touch. They notice that I was staring at them and exchange meaningful looks. I think we should get going, Anon. Says Nerd Anon. I tell them I'm feeling sick and they should leave without me. Without hesitation they do so. Walk up to my room. Lock the door. Call a psychiatrist friend. Get on /x/. Start thread.